Hello, it's Amy Zawi with the Jerusalem Connection Report Friday Red Alert for October 21. Anti-BDS and other anti-antisemitism accomplishments. The evangelical Hispanic community in North America has been growing at a wonderful and exciting rate. Moreover, they have been openly showing their solidarity towards the State of Israel and the Jewish people as a whole. I reported back in the spring that in South America there was a coalition and conference organized between the Hispanic evangelical community pastors as well as government leaders opposing BDS, opposing anti-Semitism, and with an outcry to support the State of Israel. Now in North America, this trend continues. In early October, a group of evangelical Hispanic pastors met at the Israeli embassy in Washington, D.C. to show their not only support for the state, but also recognize God's call for them to support the state. In addition, they specifically mentioned BDS, boycott, divest, and sanction movements, and how they will openly oppose them and fight them at every turn. They also mentioned that while other Protestant denominations might be divesting from Israel for a variety of legitimate or illegitimate political reasons, the Hispanic American evangelical community will not participate in those measures. The Hispanic pastors also mentioned in their speeches that their young members, including college-aged members, are sometimes confused with how they should support or feel about the nation of Israel and their Jewish co-eds on campus. But they did mention that through outreaches at their churches and encouraging students to read the Bible for themselves, these students are recognizing that the State of Israel is legitimate and much of the press and the activities on campus are not correct. So with this growing swell of support amongst this diverse community, it is certainly encouraging. Moreover, in early October, JNS.org reported that a bipartisan bill is in Congress supported by Republican and Democrat legislators from New York to Texas to form a task force to work with European governments to end the growing tide of anti-Semitism in Europe. This builds on previous legislation I reported on in 2015 to discourage or outlaw the use of public funds with companies that support or engage in BDS activities against the State of Israel, which violates already on the books anti-discriminatory laws. However, this new task force seeks to work more closely with European governments to quell the rising tides of anti-Semitism and threats against Jewish communities, including calling out Hungary's government for recognizing a known terrorist and offering him an award over the summer. While we often report on shocking and blatant anti-Semitism happening in Europe and North America, and the lack of honesty in the modern press and amongst political groups touting against the State of Israel, we are excited to see that there are measures being taken to combat this. Moreover, that does not neglect or reverse the need to sometimes criticize the State of Israel for particular policies or actions that may not be perfect, as such is the case with America and all nations that are trying to do good and have the right to exist. It is good news that people like you are recognizing these things from the pews of churches from every corner of society, as well as from the floors of legislative bodies across North America. Shavua Tov. Have a great week. Shabbat Shalom.